Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into an important and fascinating topic, puberty. Puberty is the stage of physical development during which adolescents reach sexual maturity and gain the ability to reproduce. It usually begins between ages 8 and 13 in females and 9 and 14 in males. This process involves not only physical growth but also hormonal and emotional changes. Key physical changes include breast development in females, thelarche, growth of pubic hair, pubarche, genital development in males, voice deepening, rapid height increase, and the onset of menstruation, menarche. Puberty progresses through 5 Tanner stages, starting from the prepubertal phase and continuing to full sexual maturity. Let's take a closer look at how these changes specifically happen in females. Thelarche, or the onset of breast development, is typically the first visible sign of puberty in females, occurring around ages 9 to 10. This process is primarily driven by hormonal changes. Rising estrogen levels stimulate the growth of the lactiferous duct system and deposition of fat in the breast, giving it its size and shape, while progesterone promotes the proliferation of lobular alveoli at the ends of these ducts. Approximately 6 months after thelarche, pubarche, the development of pubic hair usually begins. Initially, pubic hair appears fine, light, and sparse but progressively becomes darker, coarser, and denser throughout puberty. About 2 years after pubarche, axillary hair growth commences, representing another secondary sexual characteristic influenced by testosterone. Menarche, the onset of menstruation, is a major milestone in female puberty and results from rising levels of follicle-stimulating hormone, FSH, and luteinizing hormone, LH. It typically occurs at an average age of approximately 13 years. During puberty, cyclic fluctuations in plasma estradiol lead to alternating proliferation and regression of the endometrial lining until sufficient growth is achieved. Subsequent estrogen withdrawal then triggers the first menstrual bleeding. Plasma progesterone levels remain low until after menarche, when ovulation begins to occur. The first ovulatory cycle usually takes place 6 to 9 months following menarche, as the estrogen-positive feedback mechanism matures. Increased gonadotropin secretion during puberty stimulates ovarian production of estradiol, which drives the development of secondary sexual characteristics. These include breast development, redistribution of body fat to the hips and breasts, and acceleration of bone maturation, etc. In prepubertal girls, the uterus is small and teardrop-shaped, with the cervix and isthmus comprising up to 2/3 of its volume. With increasing estrogen production, the uterus enlarges and assumes a pear-shaped morphology, characterized by significant growth of the uterine body in both length and thickness. During puberty, the external genitalia also undergo notable changes. The labia majora and labia minora increase in size, and the appearance of a clear to white vaginal discharge is common. This discharge often precedes the onset of menarche and reflects the influence of rising estrogen levels. There are 5 Tanner stages commonly used for clinical assessments. For girls, Tanner staging is used to describe breast and pubic hair development. In girls, breast development is rated from 1, pre-adolescent, to 5, mature, and stage 2, appearance of the breast bud, marks the onset of pubertal development. Pubic hair stages are rated from 1, pre-adolescent, no pubic hair, to 5, adult. Although pubic hair and genital or breast development are represented as synchronous in the illustration, they do not necessarily track together and should be read separately. So, that brings us to the end of today's video on female development during puberty. We've seen how puberty is not just one sudden change, but a carefully coordinated process guided by hormones. From thelarche, the first signs of breast development, to pubarche, menarche, ovarian and uterine changes, and the transformation of the external genitalia, each step plays an important role in preparing the body for adulthood and reproduction. Remember, puberty is a natural stage of growth that everyone experiences at their own pace. Some may start earlier, others later, but all of these changes are part of the body's journey toward maturity. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more educational content. Thank you for your attention. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop being curious about the science of life.